Hello guys, I am Tech Guide, and welcome to this exciting journey into the world of app development. In this video, we're diving deep into the crucial first steps of building a successful app, from that initial spark of an idea to crafting a detailed plan. Whether you're a coding newbie or have a few projects under your belt, this video is packed with essential tips and insights to set you on the right track. So buckle up, grab your favorite note-taking app, digital or analog, and let's get this app journey started. Stick around till the end. You definitely don't want to miss out on the key takeaways for launching your app idea into the world. Alright, let's kick things off with the foundation of any successful app, a killer idea. But it's not just about having a cool concept, it's about identifying a real-world problem that your app can solve. Think about the apps you use daily. What void are they filling? What makes them indispensable to you? Now, brainstorm problems within your own life or areas you're passionate about. Maybe you're a fitness enthusiast frustrated with clunky workout trackers, or a music lover who wants a better way to discover new artists. Pinpointing a problem you genuinely care about will fuel your motivation throughout the development process. Once you've zeroed in on the problem, clearly define your target audience. Who are the people facing this issue? Consider their demographics, interests, pain points, and even their tech savviness. The more specific you are about your audience, the better you can tailor your app to their needs and preferences. Now let's talk about your app's unique selling proposition, USP. What makes your app stand out from the crowd? Why should users choose your app over existing solutions? Is it a specific feature set, a more intuitive user interface, or a unique approach to solving the problem? Defining your USP is crucial for attracting users and establishing your app in a competitive market. Remember, even if your app idea has been done before, your USP is what will set you apart and make you memorable to users. Spend time refining your core value proposition. It's the heart of your app's identity. This step is all about laying a strong foundation. By clearly defining the problem, your target audience, and your app's unique strengths, you're setting yourself up for success from day one. Don't rush this process. Take your time to really nail down these fundamentals. Okay, so you've got your app idea locked in. Now, it's time to put on your detective hat and dive into market research. This step is all about understanding the playing field you're entering and gathering valuable insights that will shape your app's development. First up, identify your competitors. Who else is trying to solve the same problem or target the same audience as your app? Don't just focus on the big players, look for smaller niche apps too. Compile a list of your top competitors and start dissecting their apps. Download their apps and put yourself in the user's shoes. What are their strengths and weaknesses? What features do they offer? How is their user interface designed? Take notes on what you like and dislike and pay close attention to user reviews. What are people saying about these apps? What features do they love? What do they wish was different? User feedback is pure gold. Look for forums, social media groups, or online communities where people discuss apps in your niche. Pay attention to the pain points, feature requests, and general sentiment toward existing solutions. This feedback will give you invaluable insights into what users are looking for and help you refine your own app's direction. As you analyze your competitors, don't be afraid to borrow inspiration from the best. If you see a feature implemented exceptionally well, think about how you can adapt or improve upon it for your own app. Remember, good artists copy, great artists steal. Market research is an ongoing process. Don't just do it once at the beginning. Stay updated on industry trends, new competitors, and evolving user expectations throughout your app's lifecycle. By keeping your finger on the pulse of the market, you can ensure your app remains competitive and relevant. This step is all about understanding the competitive landscape, learning from others' successes and mistakes, and gathering valuable user insights. By thoroughly researching your market, you'll be equipped to make informed decisions that will set your app up for success. With a solid understanding of your target audience and competitive landscape, it's time to roll up our sleeves and start building out your app's feature set. This is where your app starts to take shape, transitioning from an abstract idea into something tangible. Begin by listing the core features that are absolutely essential for your app to solve the problem it sets out to address. These are the non-negotiables, the backbone of your app's functionality. For example, if you're building a fitness tracker, core features might include activity tracking, calorie counting, and workout logging. Once you have your core features locked in, start brainstorming additional features that would enhance the user experience but aren't absolutely necessary for the app to function at its most basic level. These could include social features, integrations with other apps, advanced analytics, personalization options, or anything else that adds value and sets your app apart. When deciding on features, always keep your target audience in mind. What features are most important to them? What would make their experience more enjoyable, efficient, or valuable? Don't be afraid to get feedback from potential users during this stage. Prioritize your features based on their importance and impact on the user experience. This will help you focus your development efforts on what matters most and avoid feature creep, where you end up with a bloated app that tries to do too much. Remember, a well-designed app focuses on doing a few things really well, rather than trying to be everything to everyone. Keep it simple, intuitive, and user-friendly. As you define your feature set, start thinking about how these features will be organized and presented within your app. This is where wireframing comes in handy. Wireframes are like blueprints for your app's screens, showing the layout of different elements and how users will navigate through the app. We'll dive deeper into wireframing in the next chapter, but it's helpful to start thinking about the user flow and how your features will be structured within the app's interface. This will give you a clearer vision of how your app will function and help you identify any potential usability issues early on. Defining your features and functionality is an iterative process. Don't be afraid to refine your list as you progress through the development process and gather feedback. The key is to strike a balance between providing essential features that solve the core problem and offering additional value that enhances the user experience. Alright, with a clear understanding of what your app will do and who it's for, it's time to bring those ideas to life with a detailed plan. This is where we move from the conceptual to the practical, outlining the steps needed to turn your app vision into a reality. We'll start with wireframes, which are like blueprints for your app's screens. They don't need to be fancy, even simple sketches on paper will do. The goal is to visualize the layout of different elements like buttons, menus, and content, and map out how users will navigate through your app. Think about the user flow, the path users take to complete specific actions within your app. For example, if you're building an e-commerce app, a user flow might be browsing products, adding items to their cart, and completing the checkout process. Wireframing helps you identify potential usability issues early on. You can see how intuitive your app's navigation is, if the layout is clear and logical, and if the overall design is user-friendly. Don't be afraid to experiment with different layouts and iterate based on feedback. Once you have a solid set of wireframes, it's time to start thinking about the technical specifications of your app. This includes things like the programming languages and frameworks you'll be using, the databases you'll need to store data, and the APIs you'll integrate with. If you're not a developer yourself, it's helpful to consult with someone who is to get a better understanding of the technical requirements and feasibility of your app idea. They can help you choose the right technologies and ensure your app is built on a solid foundation. With the technical details in place, you can start outlining your development roadmap. This is essentially a timeline that breaks down the development process into smaller, more manageable tasks or milestones. It helps you track progress, prioritize work, and stay organized throughout the development lifecycle. Your roadmap should include things like designing and developing the user interface, UI, building out the back-end functionality, integrating with APIs, testing and debugging, deploying the app to the app stores. Be realistic with your timeline and factor in time for unexpected delays or challenges. It's always better to overestimate than underestimate the time and resources required for app development. Creating a detailed plan complete with wireframes, technical specifications, and a development roadmap might seem daunting, but it's essential for staying organized, managing expectations, and ensuring a smooth development process. And that wraps up part 1 of our app development journey. I hope this video has given you a solid foundation and a clear roadmap to turn your app idea into a reality. Remember, building a successful app is a marathon, not a sprint. And it all starts with a well-defined plan and a deep understanding of your target audience. But hold on, we're not done yet. In the next installment of this series, we'll be diving into the exciting world of design and user experience, exploring the tools and techniques you need to create an app that not only functions flawlessly, but also looks stunning and feels intuitive to use. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on app development. Part 2. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow app enthusiasts, and leave a comment down below letting me know what app ideas you're working on. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep innovating.